Hello everyone, I'm Chef Savoir Fad and this is the 36 Chambers of Cooking. Welcome. We have a really exciting show for you guys today. I'm excited to review Almost Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies, recently came out, owned by Universal Pictures. This movie is about Walter Myers, played by Danny Glover, and he's a guy who's getting his family together for Christmas time. His wife passed away about a year ago. He's a mechanic, owns six shops, and he's retired right now. So he's really missing his family. He's really missing his wife. He's going through a lot of pain, missing his wife, missing his family. He wants to get together and he wants to try to have Christmas like they used to have it. Okay. One of the things that this has to do with cooking is because throughout the entire movie, because he got them together 5 days before Christmas, he tries to fix his wife sweet potato pie. And because she never wrote it down, it's technically a secret recipe. Okay. And in the movie, to bring it to a happy ending, he finds the secret recipe at the end. If you don't know, spoiler alert. Real life, that's bullshit. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna find no secret recipe in 5 days, okay? Here's a real life example. Raise your hand, everyone out there, please. Raise your hand. It's gonna be a quick one. Who knows the year that KFC was founded? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Anybody out, put your hands down. Forget about it. It was 1930. This is 2018. So from 1930 to 2018, you mean to tell me nobody knows the fucking secret recipe? That's 88 years. Are you hearing me? 88 years. In 88 years, think of all the chefs who lived and died. I graduated culinary school in 2013. I graduated again in 2014. How many chefs have went to school, graduated, lived, died, had great culinary careers? They don't know the secret recipe. 88 fucking years. You could have found every recipe 11 times. In 88 years, anybody could have found it. Here's the thing. Nobody's found it. Nobody knows the secret recipe. It's only 11 goddamn herbs and spices. How hard can it be? It's a secret recipe. So if professionals don't know the recipe to KFC, how in the hell can a mechanic who never cooked? You can tell he don't cook. In there he show you he can't cook. He don't know what the fuck he doing. Ain't no way in hell he gonna come up with a secret recipe in 5 days. That's bullshit. But it's good for TV. You understand? But don't worry about it. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Click the link down below. You get this recipe. And also you get a bonus recipe because as you can see, we're going to make a sweet potato pie, but we also have the crust. We're going to give you the recipe for the ultimate pie crust so that you never have to worry about it. It's perfect in savory dishes. So if you want to make a crawfish pie or you want to make like a chicken pot pie, it's perfect for that. Today we're making sweet potato pie. We're also going to do like apple pies. We're going to do peach cobblers. Any type of pie you want to make. This recipe is perfect for both savory or sweet. Your choice. Whatever you want to do, it's the perfect pie crust. Get it. So during the movie, a lot of drama. Monique's at her best. Comic genius JB Smoove acting a fool. These guys are really, they're on point. So just like they're on point, let's make some pies, guys. Also, we have a trivia today. So this is really exciting. Go to 36chambersofcooking.com. First one that actually can answer this question, I'm going to send you your own copy. Still wrapped, brand new. This is the trivia for today. The first person that can tell me the 3 ingredients or the 3 vegetables that are in, that was a trick question. The 3 vegetables that are in vegetable oil, I'm going to send you a copy. Okay? So we're reviewing this copy. This is ours. And no bootleg. You're going to get your own copy, okay? That's pretty exciting. If you have a copy, give it to someone else as a gift. This movie is beautiful. It has a lot of love in it, a lot of passion in it. It has a lot of family connections in it. It's going to make you laugh. It has some crying moments in there. They brought grandma out. Some of us, sometimes we got to bring grandma. Let a motherfucker know we ain't bullshitting. For real. All right? So the first person, again, just go to the email. 36chambersofcooking@gmail.com. The first person that tells me what are the 3 vegetables that are in vegetable oil, I'm going to send you your own copy, okay? That's the trivia for today. So, in the movie, they had a lot of problems. Well, he had a lot of problems. One, he couldn't fucking cook. He's a mechanic. If you're here, you might not be able to cook, but when we're done with you, you're going to be able to cook, okay? Here's what we promise you with the 36 Chambers of Cooking. We're going to take you from wherever you are to prosumer. Your level to prosumer level. What is the prosumer level? That means you're going to have the skills of a pro, You're going to learn them here, but you're still consumer. Consumer meaning you'd rather eat at a restaurant than to work at one. So you can cook your ass off, but you'd rather go out to eat. You'd rather not work at a restaurant. You'd rather just eat at one. Prosumer. You got that? Okay, so here's the first thing we're going to do. The spices. Again, just click the link below. You're going to get the entire recipe. Hook it up as you like. This is something you probably never seen before. We're going to activate the spices. What's in here? Obviously, nutmeg was in the show, cinnamon, and a secret spice that paired really, really, really well. I'm heating up the skillet here because I'm about to activate these. If you're not a professional, which you're probably not, you've probably never seen this technique before, that's one of the reasons you're here. Just stick around. Okay? The Flavor Bible. This right here is what really separates all the professional cooks from home cooks, because we simply have access to better information. Okay? So when you see, I'm going to talk about a couple of things in here, which is definitely secret spice, the Flavor Bible. Get you a copy of it. It's not that you don't have access to it, it's that you don't know to look for it. Okay? That's something that's saying you don't know what you don't know. That's what separates a professional from a regular person, not just a consumer, because you're going to be prosumer. All right? This is that technique right here. We're going to activate these spices. This is my cast iron. I'm sorry, cast iron. That's crazy. This is my stainless steel. And you could do it with cast iron. Cast iron will actually be better, but I want to see it because I'm not just going to, see that? I want to see it if it starts to burn. You see that smoke coming off of that smell? Like, ooh, you ain't even ready for that. Look at that smoke. Ooh. Can you even imagine? Okay, check this out. I'm jumping it. That's saute. Saute means to jump in French. Look at that smoke coming off of there. I'm activating it. You can smell that. Ooh, that's that grandma goodness right there. Walter's wife didn't know nothing about this. Look at that. Look at that smoke coming off of there. Activating. Activating. That's what he's doing. That's a professional technique. Always, always activate your cinnamon, nutmeg, and that's a secret spice, and I ain't gonna tell you about it. Click the link below. So what I'm doing, I'm actually adding this to my heavy cream. Okay, when a lot of people have actually said to use evaporated milk, milk, a lot of different things. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to tell you why. You want to use heavy cream, half and half at the bare minimum. This technique right now, what I'm doing, I'm actually blooming, okay? And I'm explaining that as we go. I'm blooming those spices that I just activated. I heated them up, activate them. You can smell them. I mean, they just in my nose right now, all over the place. What I'm doing now is I'm blooming them. Think of a flower. Blooming, okay? So, milk, obviously if you take whole milk, not that bullshit that's in the refrigerator, from a cow, and you let it sit, the cream is going to rise to the top. That's the fat. Churn it, that's the butter. This recipe also calls for butter. It's been warmed up, or actually room temperature. So the reason you put the spices in here is because it's going to carry the flavor, okay? Sure, there's butter in the recipe, but the butter is used for a different purpose. The eggs are used for a different purpose. There's fat in eggs too, not much. But the fat is in heavy cream. So if you use evaporated milk, it's still fucking milk. You use condensed milk, it's still milk. It's just milk that's dehydrated. The problem with both of those milks, it has no fucking fat in it. Yeah, it has some, okay, because it's whole milk, and then you cut it down 1%, 2%, 0. That's irrelevant. We're cooking here. This is the 36 Chambers of Cooking. You're going prosumer level. Fuck that bullshit on the side, man, what I'm telling you. This has fat content. Fat is a carrier of flavor, man. I'm talking about you want that real shit. If you use milk, yeah, okay, you can use it. Don't cut the shit off. I ain't talking to you. You want bullshit. If you want condensed milk, cut that shit off, man. I'm talking about if you want you get a product. But if you want the goosebumps, you understand what I'm saying? That run up and down your back, you understand? If you want the goosebumps, you got to use heavy cream because it has the fat content that's going to carry those flavors, okay? Here's another problem. When if you look at Danny Glover, Walter Myers, when he cuts the pie, it has the strings in there, okay? Sweet potatoes are very, very, very fibrous. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. So A lot of recipes ask you to actually boil these. Fuck that. Don't ever boil your potatoes, okay? Let's take it and say if it's not a potato, if it's broccoli, okay? You take a broccoli and you boil it, what happens? The broccoli is still green, but your water turned green. Guess what? You done fucked up because that water wasn't green before. So it took some nutrients out, some chlorophyll out, flavor, and put it into your water. That's what happens when you boil your potatoes too. When you boil your potatoes, you fucking up. You're pulling nutrients out, you're pulling color out, you're pulling flavor out. Guess what? When you boil potatoes, your water turns orange. Why the fuck is your water orange? Because you done fucked up your potatoes. Roast them in the oven. A potato this size, well, when I roasted both of these are raw, obviously. I have one here for the technique I'm about to show you. They took about an hour and a half. You can start smelling them. The sugars in them start caramelizing. What happens when sugar start caramelizing? Man, you talking about some good tasting shit right there, man. I'm telling you. Oh, you don't even understand. You're boiling it, you're fucking up. Stop boiling your potatoes, you understand? Roast them. Take your time. Do the shit right. So, potatoes, sweet potatoes in particular, are very fibrous. And you see him. When he cut the pie, he does his pie, I don't know, 8 times, 30 times. He doesn't understand. So, this is a sieve. This is a screen. In a professional restaurant, this will be called a tamise, and it's flat. It's made specifically for this. So what we're going to do, we're just going to press this through. Some of the fibers, the ones that are really soft, you're just going to actually you're going to break them up. While this is working, remember the spices are over there blooming. You can actually see them in there. They made the heavy cream do something. The heavy cream's over there dancing right now. Some of the fibers in the potatoes, especially if they're particularly old, they will not break up. They're just old. You want to buy the best potatoes you can afford at any time. Anytime you're shopping, you want to buy the best food that you can afford. So, as you can see, there's still some fibers there. Take a look. See here? See there? See there? You're breaking them up. Breaking those fibers up. The harder ones, there's nothing you're going to be able to do with them. But look at that. Oh, look at all that grainy goodness right there. Now your potatoes are ready to work. Now you're working with some. So all the fibers that are still there, they're broken up. They're just a part of the food, just like carrots. Carrots are very fibrous also. It's good for your digestion. Sweet potatoes have an unbelievable amount of vitamins. The carotene, that's that orange color in there. So now we've done that. So now we're ready to mix. I already had another potato in there just to save time. So the technique that we're doing right now, we're going to cream that sugar and we're going to cream the butter together. As I said before, yeah, there's butter in the recipe, but it's not used as a fat. So all sweet potato pies call for, but some of them use condensed milk, some of them say regular milk, evaporated milk. It's all bullshit. It doesn't have the fat content for the flavor that you want. Some of the potatoes, they in a hurry, man. They know that shit jumping off up in there. Don't forget, first person to tell me the 3 vegetables that are in vegetable oil, I'm going to send you your copy. Let that cream around. That smells amazing. Wow. You'll see. Just do the recipe. Follow the instructions. This is vanilla. Put it right in there. Let it carry. Again, any flavor that you want, let the fat do the work. Fat is to carry your flavor. Again, there's no need to tell you what these ingredients are. Just click down below. You get the recipe for free. I hate that word for free. There's no cost to you. That's the difference. That recipe isn't for free. It's just no cost to you. can smell that. There's spills in the kitchen, don't worry about it. That's why you have tiles. It's no big deal. Don't grab and spill milk, get your cat to lick it up. That's what you have tiles for. This is about 2 cups of potatoes. So for the sake of time, we already had a pie crust ready. Pie crust made. Again, just click the link below. No, that's my copy, not your copy. Everything's all good, don't worry about it. The wand I'm using is a scraper wand, so I really hate that to scrape down the sides of my bowl. It's just an irritant. I've always hated that since culinary school. If you have a pie crust already made, you get the recipe for this. If you want to be fancy, you can. We got the little leaves for you. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can. I'll show you in a second what that scraper wand does. Wow, if only you could smell that. Well, I don't even have to worry about it. Just do the recipe. Click on the link down below. You're going to be making some badass sweet potato pie in a minute. Again, the best that you can afford, absolutely. This is the vanilla that I'm using, Spice Islands. Get absolutely the best that you can afford. Just going to make your product, your life a whole lot easier. Wow, look at that. You see that white in there? That's the heavy cream. That's the fat. That's what you want. You're going to put that in there and let that go to work. Clean up as you go. You don't want to do a whole lot of cleaning up at the end. Cleaning up's for the birds, man. That's for the people who want to do regular. Still badass. How you loving that? This is for people who want to be fancy, huh? Look at that. I don't know if you guys out there are married or not. You probably are. But I can't serve my wife this one. She gonna want her like this all the time. I can't give her no regular pie. She want hers with the leaves and shit.